Welcome to DC TechNet. Hope everyone is doing well. At DC TechNet, we are driven by the goal of sharing our experiences and giving back to the community. Please join us as we embark on this journey together. So let's see what we have today. Today we have an interesting question on Active Directory. So let me explain you the entire scenario. So say last week I was asked to join a Zoom call, and there was a very interesting ask by the customer. So it was a single forest with multiple domains infrastructure. So it was somewhat like this, say 4 domains with say a single forest. And as we know, the enterprise admins has complete control or say unrestricted access on each and every object in the entire forest. And we also know that we can say any user from any domain can access resources. The only thing is we need to configure the access, that's it. So users from finance.com can access a folder in research.com, or say users from external.com domain can access say files and folders which are there in finance.com. The only thing is we need to configure the access, and the enterprise admins has full control over each and every say object in this entire contoso.com forest. Now there was a CFO. There was a CFO, chief finance officer, who don't want any object or any user to access any resources in his finance domain. So he wants something like this: no user should enter his finance domain. And not only this, he don't even want the enterprise admins to have access to his finance domain. Now he had a very good hold on the board of directors, so there was no resistance from anyone. So this was the scenario. So in the layman's language, he wanted to keep his finance.com domain completely isolated from other domains. But again, this is somewhat say very difficult to achieve this task with this infrastructure. Now we need to understand one thing. I hope you have understood the ask from the customer. So by design, all the domains in the same Active Directory forest trust each other by default, because a two-way transitive trust is created when a new domain is added to the forest, and this trust cannot be broken. So we have to understand one thing: whenever we add a new domain to a forest, a two-way transitive trust is say established by default with other domains, and this two-way transitive trust cannot be broken, man. So what to do now with this say finance.com domain? So the only solution over here is we need to create a separate forest for finance.com. We need to take out the finance.com domain out of our forest contoso.com and make it a different forest altogether. So it will be somewhat like this. This is the current situation: Contoso, Research, External and finance.com. We need to create a new forest, finance.com. Migrate all the resources from say contosofinance.com to the newly created finance.com domain, and the last step would be to decommission the finance.com domain which is present in the contoso.com forest. So it will be completely isolated now. So the finance.com, newly created finance.com forest will have its own enterprise admins, will have its own domain admin, and this is the only solution which is, say, possible for to isolate finance.com, say, domain. So there is a video on active, say, directory design models, and I'll be, say, posting the link in the description, so you'll understand how many ways in which we can design the active directory enterprise. So hope you have understood the basic concept. Let's summarize it again. So summary is, all the domains in the same active directory forest trust each other by default. So as an administrator, we don't have to configure any trust. They trust each other by default because a two-way transitive trust is created when a new domain is added to the forest, and secondly, this trust cannot be broken. So this is the gist or the crux of today's session. So hope you have enjoyed today's session. You have learned something new. So do like, share and subscribe to the channel, and have a great day.